This area has been long used for agriculture up to about 1,700 years ago. Before that, it was a pretty vast mosaic of different habitats. As it became developed and as it became peopled, a lot of those areas, especially the wetlands, were either drained or plowed in. How do we take these formerly agricultural lands and restore them?
This project is different than most what people think of as restoration. We're not restoring to a past condition. We're trying to create a diversity of habitats that are missing from this area, from this corridor. Grasslands and salt shrublands were the first places to be converted to housing. The floodplain was the first area to be converted to agriculture. These are the habitats that have been most eliminated and are most missing for the wildlife that are still here, trying to find a way around these missing habitats.
The main objective on this preserve is really for people to learn about nature, to learn about the ecosystem, to learn about the natural history and the impacts and ability to steward this area as well. So a lot of the future events that are planned are really to drive both youth and also just public involvement in the site to learn about nature, to learn about the ecosystem, to learn about the natural history and the impacts and ability to steward this area as well. This preserve is part of a network of preserves and conservation areas that extend up and down the Middle Rio Grande Valley. So this is an interconnected approach.
When you're looking at trying to convert 100 acres into wildlife habitat, the main thing that you need are really great native shrubs, because native shrubs are so important for creating vertical habitat structure, things for birds to land on. So one of the first things that we did here under a Healthy Soils grant was to request funds to get seedlings that we could then step up into larger containers and grow out in our little nursery. And so we were able to pot up about 2,200 plants into 1-gallon pots and grow them out for a year and then got them in the ground. They're doing very well, and caring for the nursery is a great way for us to connect with keeping that future vision in mind, knowing that all of this needs to find a home out there. People always ask, restoration to what? And I think a really important question is restoration for who? I know that a lot of the ecological goals are driven by trying to provide the best quality habitat that's going to endure through future climate scenarios. But we're also doing this for the people who are going to live here in the future, who will want to have a large contiguous place that still has abundant wildlife. So I think we're doing this for the future generations.
This project for me really informs on that conservation approach and starts to actively transform agricultural fields that have been heavily degraded into native habitat. And I think that's a really remarkable thing that is not only happening here, but is happening worldwide. So we're part of a larger whole, and this restoration project is interconnected to all of those pieces. So for me, that's an amazing thing to be part of and to also pioneer as we're trying some new approaches to get some of these formerly abundant habitats back into the Middle Rio Grande Valley.